Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continue to prove their well to this very day. That is feed the flock through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And also shalom to the hopeful elect that is also laboring his work. It's giving you due diligence to make your calling and election sure in faith and truth and sincerity and all charity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled The Marriage Supper, in which if the Spirit, of course, has it to where I title this video in a different way, of course, I'm going to change the title according to the Spirit. But in this particular video, I'm going to be going over the joining together or the marriage between the Heavenly Father, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Hebrew is Yahweh, in which the joining of the Most High, or the joining between the Most High and the nation of Israel. Okay, because even in the name Israel, or the word Israel, the Hebrew word for Israel is Yashar Allah, which means he is the prince of the power. Okay, so with Israel being the prince of the power, of course, the Most High, through his son Yahushai, which is his name is also in ancient Hebrew, which that's his true name, is going to join the nation of Israel back to the Heavenly Father, or the nation of Israel is to be joined back to the Heavenly Father as his sons. All right, because scriptures tell you that Israel is the Most High's son, even his firstborn. All right, and that's why also the joining together of the two parties, which is the nation of Israel and the Most High, that's also known as a marriage. Right, when you have a marriage, really that's two individuals that are becoming one. All right, that's why scriptures say they are no longer twain but one flesh. All right, so that's how it's going to be in the all right, once we join back with the Most High through his son Yahushai, when he delivers us out of this coming destruction, that's when we're going to be joined back to the Heavenly Father. And that's also going to be when we're going to be once again near and dear to him, as he wanted it from the beginning. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the word marry real quick. This is a simple definition, right? So this is the word marry, right, which means to obtain, which I'm gonna read this this last bit of this definition. It says to obtain by marriage. All right, definition number 2, it says to unite in close and usually permanent relation. See, so this is a permanent relation, okay, in which is the permanent relation, in which this is going to be an unbreakable relation. Okay, a relation that's never going to be done away with. All right, because the reason why is because just to get precept here, this is Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 1. It says, they say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. See, so they say that a man put away his wife, right, signs a bill of divorce, and become another man. So should that woman return to her again? Now, in the carnal sense, if you were for the follow the law, then no, she wouldn't be able to go back to him again. All right, because she's polluted. And Israel is that woman. All right, and go ahead and grab that. It's Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. It says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Okay. And this is straight and to the point. Okay. So the Lord's likened the daughter of Zion, which the daughter of Zion is talking about the nation of Israel. Yes, liken her to a comely and delicate woman. Okay. And that same woman that I'm reading here in Jeremiah, the second chapter, right? Most likely the first chapter. It says, shall he return unto her again, and shall not that land be greatly polluted? And the answer is, yeah, that land is polluted when the woman breaks away from her husband. That's why I said, but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. And that's right, because Israel played the harlot with many lovers, other doctrines and philosophies of the nations. All right. But here it is. The Most High said to Israel, yet return again to me, saith Yahweh Ba'ashim. So even though Israel has played the harlot with many lovers, yet the Most High wants his woman back. Okay. Let's see if I can grab another one. And just like I think there's more on this here. It's like I want to go down just a little bit. Like I might have went over it a little bit here. It's like it bear me for one moment. It's in the same chapter if I can get it. All right, here it is. Yep. It's at skip down to verse 14. It says, turn or backsliding children, save the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. All right. So here it says he is married unto the nation of Israel. Okay, like I read earlier, when you are to unite or to join permanently. All right. I can't get the Hebrew for the word married here since I got in airplane mode. There's a reason why I got in airplane mode. Should have taken it off, but that's all right. And there's another definition. I believe it's in the Google definition. If you go look at the Google definition, it tells you that the act of marriage is the joining between two parties. All right. So just like I know I brought this up before, but this, you know how you have two companies, right? You have a company that wants to merge with another company. So when one company gets together, sit down with another company and draws a contract, right? Which that's how these two companies or these two parties join together, by contract. Which, just like how the Lord set up with Israel, he set up a covenant with the nation of Israel as and that covenant is that agreement, is that contract that binds the two parties together. Okay, so just like how a company, when they want to merge or come together, they have to form a contract. All right, and that contract can't be broken. So if the contract is broken, then there's a certain amount of penalties for doing that. All right. Same thing with Israel. There's a penalty for breaking that covenant, and we're going through it right now. We're going through the penalties, in which it comes in the form of the curses. Okay. So this is on that. This book of Revelation chapter 21. I'm gonna end off on this. Revelation chapter 21, and this is at Slovakia. Yeah, here it is. So Revelation chapter 21, verse 1. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. All right, in which that's the kingdom. All right, now it's not talking about a literal city that's going to come out of the skies and called New Jerusalem. No, because the kingdom consists of the people. All right, a kingdom doesn't make a kingdom, or a place doesn't make the people make the place. Okay, so New Jerusalem and the holy city is going to be comprised of the 1/3. All right, which the head of the 1/3 is going to be the elect of the nation of Israel. It's going to come down from the Most High out of heaven, and it's going to assert authority and obtain dominion over the planet Earth. All right. So when the scriptures say prepared as a bride adorned for a husband, because at one point Israel was decked out. All right, Israel was decked out with gold, precious stones. Her hair was done. You know, everything about Israel was beautiful. All right, until she started playing the harlot, and all of that was stripped away from her. Okay, but now that the marriage is about to begin, now that the marriage and the joining of Israel and the Most High is about to begin. Now, the bride, which is Israel, is being prepared. All right, now the nation of Israel is being beautified again. Okay, the glory that Israel received back in the before time, she's getting that glory back. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and off on that note. Lord's word was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Until next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well to this day. And Shalom. Peace and safety and salutations to the whole elect that's laboring this work, giving your due diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith and truth and sincerity and all charity. And with that, say Shalom.